Nintendo has just announced their new Nintendo Switch model, and my question is this supposed to be the Switch Pro everybody was talking about? What's up, everybody? Hoping you're all feeling well, hoping everything's okay. So as I mentioned, Nintendo just dropped the trailer for their new Nintendo Switch model, and it's called Nintendo Switch OLED model. And I want to talk a bit about that. But before I do, please like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell, comment down below, and please share this video. So we've been getting information for years, pretty much since 2017, the year the Switch actually came out, that there's a Switch Pro in development. And a lot of people said that the Switch Pro was supposed to come out 2020, 2019, this year. They're just all over the place, and it's supposed to have 4K TV output on through the dock and a 1080p screen and a larger screen. They were right on one thing. It does have a slightly larger screen at 7 inches. And looking at this console and the dock, I like how it looks. I like the color scheme of it, and one of my favorite things about the Switch itself is the wider kickstand, because if you try and play on tabletop mode with the current Switch with the flimsy kickstand it has, it's terrible. It has to be on a completely flat surface, and you cannot move at all or your Switch will get knocked over. So I really appreciate the upgraded kickstand on this model. I also like the dock. It just looks good, and it also comes with an Ethernet port within there, so you don't have to buy the Ethernet cable or the Ethernet adapter separately, which I did. And as I've mentioned, there have been so many rumors for years about this Switch Pro. It's gonna be 4K, this and that. It's gonna do all of this. It's gonna have its own games. That would be completely dumb for Nintendo to do. And if you pay attention to what Nintendo does to their consoles in the past and how well their consoles are selling now, you would understand why there's not gonna be a Switch Pro. Nintendo always does these. They always do these incremental changes to their consoles. Look at the DS with the DS Lite, the 3DS to the 3DS XL to the new Nintendo 3DS XL. There are these incremental changes that they're slight upgrades, but they're not completely cutting out all the millions of people who bought their consoles. It'll be dumb because the Nintendo Switch is still selling like crazy, and it wouldn't be smart if they came out with a new console that had its own separate games, completely cutting out the tens of millions of people who already own a Nintendo Switch. It reminds me of like the whole Mario Kart situation. We're past due for a Mario Kart 9, but why create a new Mario Kart 9 game that we know is going to sell if Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still selling like crazy and it's the best-selling Nintendo Switch game? You just got to ride that wave as long as possible. Same thing with this Nintendo Switch. They're going to ride this wave as long as possible. And I know they're already making a newer next-gen console, as all platforms do. Microsoft does this, Sony does this, and Nintendo does it. When they release a console, they're already looking at their next iteration or the next generation of consoles to make. And I know they're doing that, and I know that's going to come in the future, a few years down the line. So, like I said, they're going to ride this Nintendo Switch wave as long as possible because it's still one of the hottest items out there. It's selling out like crazy, and it's just a great console overall. It's an amazing console. Probably my favorite Nintendo console of all time, and one of my favorite consoles of all time. It just works. I love playing it on a TV. I love just popping it out, and when I'm on an airplane or I'm taking a train somewhere, I can just play the game. It's a perfect console. There's no reason to, cut everybody out from their current Nintendo Switch ecosystem. So that's why there's no Nintendo Switch Pro. As far as the pricing, it is listed at $350, so it's $50 more than the current Nintendo Switch, and it does have internal 64 gigabytes of storage, which is a slight upgrade, but you're still going to need a micro SD card. Don't get that confused. You're going to need external storage. So in my opinion, if you already have a Nintendo Switch, I don't think you need to upgrade to this at all. It's literally just the same console with a slightly larger screen and different colors. You're not getting a drastically different experience in my opinion. You're not getting like the 1080p screen or 4K TV and you're not getting better improvements at all. It's not a more powerful console. It's pretty much the same thing but with the OLED screen. So I wouldn't upgrade from my current Nintendo Switch to this because it's not that much of an upgrade in my opinion. But if you want to, go right ahead. Or if you don't own a Switch yet and you were just listening to these rumors and holding out for a Switch, I think this is the one to get because it's a newer model. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I really hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it was informative enough for you. And I would like to know in the comment section below, what do you think of this new Nintendo Switch OLED model? Do you like the color scheme? Do you like it at all? Do you plan on getting it or upgrading? Do you even have a Nintendo Switch? Please let me know in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, and take care.